early morning hours of the 22nd of September 1979, something bizarre befell with inside the waters of South Indian Ocean that has puzzled specialists. Ever because an American satellite orbiting above referred to as Vela Hotel 6911 detected a vibrant double flash of mild under that appeared to be indicative of a nuclear explosion. Whenever a nuclear bomb is detonated, there is an initial extraordinarily excessive, however, quick burst of mild observed through an extended and much less excessive mild. Afterwards, that is a key signature for differentiating a nuclear explosion from every other sort of man-made or natural phenomenon. However, the bizarre components became the explosions appear to be positioned in a single of the maximum far-flung elements of the planet, someplace round right here in the Indian Ocean among Africa and Antarctica and among the Crozet Islands owned through France and the Prince Edward Island zone through South Africa. Further, a storm became lively around that region on the time which appeared to indicate that whoever did detonate a nuclear bomb there has been trying to preserve a mystery from the whole world. Almost straight away, upon detection through the Vela satellite, the United States and NATO started investigating who might also additionally have carried out the name of the secret and mysterious examinations. The US Air Force flew no much less than 25 sorties over the region over the following few weeks to collect atmospheric samples. The UN Security Council concluded that the occasion became very possibly of nuclear foundation whilst in the meantime within the United States. The Carter management convened a panel of scientists and specialists to decide what the occasion in reality became and if it became nuclear, who became guilty for it. However, after going through the data, this panel interestingly got here to the end that the Vela prevalence identification to be regarded became maximum possibly due to a natural occasion. The record has been declassified, so we cannot take a look at it out for ourselves. However, they theorized that possibly a micrometeorite had struck the Vela satellite and precipitated it to only seem to come across a double flash within the Indian Ocean alternatively. Largely, this became due to the fact that the panel did not find out any corroborating proof for a nuclear detonation. They talked about that the ratio of intensities among the primary and the second flashes of the intended explosion failed to suit up with the ratio of actual nuclear explosions that had been measured accurately. The US sorties over the region did not produce any proof of nuclear fallout, and a US-led group reading wind styles did not come across any ranges of radiation down on the surface. Thus, the Carter administration dominated that whilst they could not totally show that it wasn't a nuclear explosion, they taken into consideration it more likely that a herbal phenomenon became guilty, and shortly round that point the UN Security Council adjusted their function to inconclusive on whether now no longer a mystery nuclear take a look at in reality being carried out. There became of root substantial proof to indicate that though the nuclear take a look at in reality did take region, the Whale satellite system collectively had correctly detected 41 preceding surroundings nuclear exams across the sector in spite of everything, and in addition the Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico became capable of come across an ionosphere anomaly journeying from the epicenter of the intended detonation site. While an American take a look at did not provide you with any radioactive fallout that might were produced through such an explosion, an Australian take a look at did. Scientists on the Los Alamos Observatory additionally voiced their notion that the sensors brought the Vela satellite that detected the ambiguity have been now no longer malfunctioning. Whilst numerous other scientists have come ahead claiming that the Carter administration panels locating of a natural incidents became politically motivated. There are now newshounds who declare that every successive US management, because then has intentionally blanketed up the reality of what the Vela incident in reality became, whilst numerous cutting-edge research is carried out. As currently as 2016 and 2018 attribute the motive to actually being a nuclear bomb detonation. So if it is true, why hasn't the USA or absolutely everyone else had simply pop out and stated definitively what the Vela incident became and who became in reality answerable for secretly detonating a nuclear bomb again in 1979? The answer could be awkward, primarily based totally on the geography of in which they take a look at Took region. Most researchers appear to accept as true with that it became a nuclear take a look at carried out through apartheid generation South Africa or Israel or each in their governments cooperating collectively. Israel is broadly believed to have a nuclear guns application that started with inside the overdue 1940s. However, it is extraordinarily murky territory. Israel has, in spite of everything, in no way shown nor denied the life in their nuclear guns, and it is in no way been regarded when, in which, or maybe if Israel has in reality examined any of the capacity nukes. Cooperating with South Africa and trying out a nuclear bomb in a faraway nook of a sector could make experience for this kind of secretive application. But what good were in it for South Africa? Well, at that time, South Africa became embroiled in a struggle fair towards Angola and communist Cuba, who have been receiving materials from the Soviet Union because of South Africa's apartheid racial discrimination policies. Their government became kept away from through plenty of the relaxation of the global and a UN-enhanced embargo had currently been surpassed towards them. It became difficult for the apartheid regime to locate buddies in the sector. But they determined buddies within the Israelis who have been purported to have cooperated collectively on their nuclear guns. Studies Israel received in nukes as a deterrent towards their Arab neighbors, while South Africa desired them as a deterrent towards communists in Angola, in Cuba. South Africa did in truth develop 6 functioning atomic bombs. However, after the autumn of apartheid, they made that truth publicly disclosed and dismantled. They all but the cutting-edge South African state has nonetheless in no way admitted to any nuclear exams carried out on the 22nd of September 1979, and neither for that count has Israel. The US might also additionally have regarded approximately this take a look at for many years, however, has prevented publicly sharing this data due to the fact it would politically complicate members of the family, with each South Africa and Israel each ostensibly allies of the United States constructing proof over the years has been especially damning, though a former South African naval commander convicted of spying for the Soviets has claimed that the Vela incident became certainly a top mystery joint. South African and Israeli nuclear take a look at carried out at a time and an area in which they believed that they would not get stuck through absolutely everyone. So perhaps they did get stuck, or perhaps it became in reality simply something bizarre and horrible that befell. Alternatively, a variety of questions nonetheless continue to be unsolved. Approximately the Vela incident, and we might also additionally in no way analyze the reality at the back of what in reality befell that day. However, in a manner, it truly is sort of what makes the Vela incident and other mysteries so thrilling. The truth that you do not know all the solutions and the opportunity that sooner or later you might. So, guys, this was for today. Give us your thoughts on this in the comment section. And if you appreciate our content, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with your family and friends. We will meet soon in a new video. Thank you. Jai Hind.